Both, good morning to you too. Well, for some of us, Lou, it is going to be a pretty wet and windy day today, more especially in the north and the west. And it's been raining quite solidly through the course of the night. You can see it here on the radar picture, coming in across Scotland, Northern Ireland, some of that getting in across northwest England as well. We've got some mist and fog across parts of the southeast this morning. That should tend to lift and then it will brighten up for a time. But you can see this band of rain continuing to advance very slowly eastwards, with the cloud building ahead of it, so any sunshine turning that bit hazier. Temperatures down a notch or two on yesterday, 10 to 14 degrees. Now, as well as the rain, it's also going to be pretty windy around this band of rain. You can see the heavy rain is indicated by this green stripe. So again, that combination, not a pleasant one. The strongest winds will always be in the west. It will pick up as we head further east, but not to the same extent as it's going to be in the west. As we head on through the evening and overnight, that band of rain and also gusty winds continues to move steadily towards the east. Some clearance in the sky coming in behind. Still quite breezy, but not as windy. And these are the kind of temperatures, if you're up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, that you can expect on your way out. 7 to about 11 degrees. Now, we say goodbye to that rain early on Thursday. Then for many of us, we'll have a dry day on Thursday, but there's more rain just waiting in the wings in the northwest. So unsettled this week. For the rest of the week, sums it up quite nicely. Dan and Lou.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't it? We've got a bit of everything actually in the next few days. Dan, good morning everyone. Today we've got some pretty wet and windy weather across the north and the west, but the wind will pick up across the UK as we go through the day, but the strongest gusts of wind will always be in the north and west. That's because we've got low pressure driving our weather with this weather front, bringing in some heavy and persistent rain as well. Now, it's been raining quite steadily through the course of the night across parts of Scotland, northwest England and also Northern Ireland. So if you're out first thing, could well be a lot of surface water and spray around. The other end of the country, in the southeastern quarter, here there's some patchy mist and fog. Locally it's dense. That should lift, then it will brighten up. But through the day, as this weather front advances slowly eastwards, the cloud will build, so turning the sunshine hazy. And we'll see some light and patchy rain get in across Wales in the southwest, but then later it will be followed by more persistent rain, where you see this line of green. That's telling you can expect some heavy and persistent rain. And all along the weather front, it's going to be gusty, and just ahead of it too, actually, the wind will pick up. So the black circles indicate the kind of wind gust strengths that you can expect. So the strongest in the north and also in the west. Now, through this evening and overnight, that same said band of rain, still with some greens and yellows in it, moves steadily eastwards. Again, windy along it, but some clearer skies coming in behind and the wind slowly starting to ease. Temperature-wise, well, it's going to be a cooler night than the one just gone, particularly so in western areas. So tomorrow, what's going to happen is we'll say goodbye to that weather front. May not clear the far north of Scotland until later in the day. We've got a little ridge of high pressure across us before the next front comes in. So there goes the rain, the wind's easing behind. A lot of us will have a dry day with a fair bit of sunshine. But through the day, the cloud will thicken out towards the west. We'll see a few showers develop, the wind will strengthen, and then in comes the rain once again. Temperatures ranging from 10 in the north to about 14 in the south. Now, as we head through the rest of Thursday and into Friday, that band of rain does a similar thing. It's going to be pushing steadily towards the east as we go through the course of Friday, weakening all the time. Then behind it, it will brighten up. We'll see some sunshine, but there'll be a plethora of showers coming in across the north and the west, and here too quite breezy conditions. Temperatures 10 to about 13 degrees. What about the weekend? Well, low pressure is going to be dominating our weather. Look at the array of isobars. We've got weather fronts crossing us as well. So in summary, really, this weekend is looking unsettled. There'll be rain at times, there'll be showers, there'll be some sunshine as well, and it's going to be windy too. And those temperatures maybe just starting to climb from the south through the weekend. Dan and Lou.
Oh, thank you so much, Carol.
Morning. We've got it all going on, Lou. Good morning, everybody. This is one of our Weather Watchers pictures taken this morning in Kent. It is rather beautiful. It's quite misty, though, as you can see, and the breeze is going to be picking up through the course of the day. Now, what we've got for the north and the west is something completely different. you've got some squally rain and some very gusty winds. And that's courtesy of this weather front here. We're being driven by low pressure at the moment. This weather front will slowly move eastwards. You can see from the isobars that the breeze is going to pick up the further east that you travel. But the mist and fog in the southeastern quarter, which is locally dense, will lift. There'll be some sunshine, but turning hazy all the time as the cloud moves over from the west with a few showers ahead of it. Here's this band of rain, squally rain, and you can see from the line of light green and yellow, that's telling you that not only is it going to be squally, but that rain is going to be heavy and persistent. Temperature-wise, 10 to about 15 degrees. Now, these are the kind of wind strength gusts you can expect. So in the north and the west, the wind will always be strongest, and also through the English Channel as we go through the course of the afternoon. Now, through this evening and overnight, that band of rain continues to push steadily eastwards, gusty winds around it. Winds easing, though, behind it. And we'll also see some clear skies with just a few showers. A cooler night in the west to come than the one that is just gone. So as we head on to tomorrow, we lose that weather front. It takes its rain away. And then we've got a little ridge of high pressure which spills in, settles things down before the next weather front comes our way. Now, as the rain pulls away from the coastline, the winds will start to ease. It will take its time before it eventually clears the Northern Isles. Behind it, some bright spells, some sunshine, turning hazy through the day because we've got all this cloud coming in ahead of the rain. And again, it's going to be gusty around that band of rain too. Lou and Dan.
Thank you very much for that.
Morning, I'm in shock, Dan. The forecast for today, though, is unsettled, particularly so if you're in the north and the west, because here we've got a weather front which is producing some squally rain and also gusty winds. Low pressure once again is driving our weather, and although we're starting off on a quieter note in some central and eastern areas, the breeze is going to pick up today, as indeed will the cloud. The cloud will build, turning any early morning sunshine hazy. That's when we lose any mist and fog that is formed in the southeastern quarter through the course of the night. So some heavy rain. There'll be a lot of surface water and spray around. The heaviest rain not yet arriving in Wales or the southwest or even northwest England. That will come as we go through the day. Wherever we see greens and yellows in the charts, that's indicating you can expect some heavy and persistent rain. Now, I mentioned the strength of the wind. These are the kind of gusts you can expect. So 53 miles an hour in the Northern Isles, 39 Belfast, 41 through the English Channel. So you see what I mean. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, that band of rain continues to migrate towards the North Sea. And again, when you see greens and yellows in it, it's telling you there'll be some heavy bursts. Behind it, though, we'll see a clearance. There'll be some clear skies. The winds will start to ease, and it's going to be a cooler night in the west than the night that has just gone. Northern Isles, transient ridge of high pressure settles things down. It is transient because the next area of low pressure is coming our way. So we say goodbye to the rain, except for in the Northern Isles till the afternoon. We've got a lot of dry conditions, some sunshine. The sunshine turning hazy from the west. And then here comes the next band of rain and strengthening winds. And temperatures tomorrow, 11 to about 13 degrees. Dan and Lou.
A lot of wind out there as well. Thank you.